Morning, Steph. Louise and I still feeling kind of poorly this morning, so we opted not to go to church. Instead, I thought I would just give you an update on things I've done over the last couple of days and show you all the work that you're going to have to do to get this stuff ready to go in your shop. So I'm going to turn this camera around here and we're going to give you a real quick walkthrough. In no particular order, I've got these big pumpkins here. I should have put them on something, I guess, so they would look a little better. But you can see kind of what's on them. Hopefully the shadows is not too terrible bad. I'll have to edit this to see. And they have polyurethane sprayed over the vinyl images, and of course there's your tiger paw and a couple of the cedar crosses, and these will stand up without bases on them. Kind of see? Okay, and the same with this one. I'm gonna put a little thing behind it so it'll stand up better, but that's what we got. And then we've got our little crosses here, little thin ones out of white pine that I just made out of scrap. And you know, you can see there, you won't have anything really to do to those. And that's a little piece of cherry that I had just laying around. It wasn't really good for anything else, and so I made a cross on the base and another one of those little white pine ones. And then I take that back. That one is not the cherry. That one is elm. This one is cherry. Okay. I have a hard time remembering everything I need to remember. Now, none of this stuff so far you have to do anything much to, unless you want to. And there's your couple of pumpkins, and I have them on these little plastic things, so they stand up like that, and that's nice. That pumpkin is made out of a piece of siding, and it's kind of textured, and so I didn't put anything on it because I didn't think the vinyl would stick to it good, so you may have to come up with an idea. And this family back here is about all I'm going to do on your little stick buddies. About all the foo-foo I'm going to do to them. If you're going to gussy them up, I'll let you put all that stuff. But I got kind of a family of 4 different sizes, and I use the vinyl eyes so you wouldn't have to paint them, but you can take them off and you can paint them if you want to. And then of course there's Uncle Willie or whoever, and I figured he might make a good lawman, so I put a star on him. And of course the variations on those are endless. I mean, absolutely endless. Kind of a sneak peek is this charcuterie board right here that I put the cornucopia on, and it is awaiting the resin treatment, as is this piece of spalted elm. Boy, the shadows are horrible. The spalted elm with the tiger paw decal. Put resin on those. The only thing that you're going to have to figure out what you want to do with, honey, is I got this stack of pumpkins here, and you know, the little spalted ones won't stand alone, but we'll come up with something. The little walnut one on top, it'll stand alone. And then I got this little stack of crosses here. Didn't know what to do with them. And some little larger pumpkins, as you can see. You'll have to come up with something. We can come up with some sayings or something to go on them. And then I have these 2 larger crosses that are made out of that siding material. I did that because I like the embossed wood grain on those. And so pretty much that's what I've got done over the last couple of days, and felt really good. But sometimes part of the day I get to where I can work a little bit, and so I do. And another little thing I thought I'd show you, you might have some idea. It's just a little fall arrangement I made. I put it in this bowl. I don't care about selling the corn. I'm gonna plant it next year, but it would be just a nice thing to kind of represent fall. Anybody wants the bowl? It's $100. It's the one and only solid pine bowl I have, and I don't get to turn them that big very often without them cracking, and that one is perfect. So don't sell it unless somebody really wants it bad. Then they want it bad enough they can have it. I'm gonna go inside here right quick and show you a couple of other things, and then we will call this video over. Okay, hon, one thing I did yesterday that I've been meaning to do for quite some time was take all of the paint that I have had in quart cans for years. Didn't know what color it was, didn't know if it was ruined, didn't know anything about it. And I took all of it out of each quart can, stirred it up really good, and if it was any count, I put it in these jars, both pint and half pint jars, and that's what we have right now. Might discover some more later, but that was pretty much it. All of this is latex water-based paint. So we've got that to work with on larger items, yard items, however you want to use it. And last but not least was the discussion we had about your little gnome here that I configured to put the little lights in. You know, and it's a Christmas thing. I know you did these two, and one of them was Christmassy. We didn't do lights in it, and the other one was Halloweeny, and then you had another one that you were going to do, maybe Clemson with purple and white lights, but that's beside the point. I pointed out that this does work good here if we wanted to set it on that, and the lighting system would probably work in that one, okay? Now, these two back here, we are going to have to discuss. I made decals. I don't know which one goes on which. I think this one goes here and this one goes here, but it's clear, so there will be no white. There will be no white in this little guy right here. It'll be clear. So I don't know, and this one of course is white, but if I use it, I've got to trim close around it, and I don't know whether I've got what it takes to cut around that right. So think about what you're going to do there, what you want me to do there, and we'll get that done next time I see you. All right, I just thought I'd make this video, make it easier than trying to explain it on the phone. And for the rest of you folks who happen to tune in to this video, because I'm going to put it on YouTube, it's easier for me to do that. Y'all just kind of look at my nasty shop. This is the way a shop should look. It's a shop in progress. I got stuff stacked everywhere. It just, Lord, it just doesn't matter. It depends on what I'm doing. It's what I've got and what I've got out. So, y'all don't condemn me too bad. My philosophy's always been that if a shop looked like nobody was working in it, then it really wasn't working in it, or they had a whole lot of people helping them clean it up. Sign of sickness, but that's just me. Y'all forgive my judgmental nature. All right, thank y'all. Talk to you later. Captain Mike.